the Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks signed Miles Turner to a 4-year, $107 million contract. But to do that, they had to waive Damian Lillard. They stretched out his contract. He was due to $113 million. They stretched it out for $22 million a year. For the next 5 years, Damian Lillard getting $20 million a year to absolutely do nothing. So, what are your thoughts on just the Bucks in general and them waiving Damian Lillard?
When I seen it, I was low key kind of confused. I'm like, this can't be true. They did not just waive my man. They did not just cut him, bro. And then when I got to thinking about it, I'm like, the only reason why I can think of them cutting him is because he's not gonna be back next year, and they're trying to do anything to keep Giannis. So we cut Dame, but we got you Miles Turner, re-signed Bobby Portis, Kevin Porter Jr., Gary Trent, and to be honest with you, without Dame, if they would have got able to get Dame and Miles, even though they wasn't gonna be able to do that, but if they were able to get both, then okay, cool. But this was an effort to try to keep Giannis somewhat happy by getting a replace, and then Brook Lopez is gone. So getting Brook Lopez as a replacement. So I guess that was an attempt to make him happy. But if we being honest, bro, I'm still not happy because this isn't enough. What am I supposed to do with this? I know we in win mode right now, and Dame's not gonna be here next season. So we go get Miles Turner to try to go compete, but that's not gonna move the needle. Like, let's just be honest. Miles Turner is a good player, but it's not going to move the needles for the Bucks. So when I thought about it, I'm like, this is the only thing that I can think of. They were trying to get Miles Turner to at least keep Giannis happy and to at least fight for next year and try to do something in the offseason next year, but it's not enough.
The Bucks have the 8th best odds to win the East. They have the 8th best odds, even after all this. And also, what is the gap between Miles Turner and Brook Lopez as a player? We know Miles Turner is better, but what's the gap with their play? How big is the gap?
It ain't that big.
I don't think it's that big. They kind of do the same thing. They do the same thing. They don't rebound. All they do is shoot threes. But Miles Turner is more pick and pop. I think the only difference is Miles Turner is younger and he's more mobile. That's it. But they're technically the same player. So what did Kenyon Martin say the other day? You basically just moved furniture. You didn't buy a new one. You just moved it. And so, like you said, I was shocked. I was shocked that Dame got cut. I was not expecting that. And I'm looking at it now. You signed Miles Turner, 4 years, $107 million. Re-signed Bobby Portis, 3 for $44 million. Re-signed KPJ, 2 for $11. Re-signed Gary Trent, 2 for $7 million. Re-signed Taurean Prince, 2 for $7 million. Traded Pat Connaughton and 2 second-round picks to the Hornets. I was like, it takes that for dude on the Hornets? For Misic? I said, all right, whatever. Let Brook Lopez go and then resign Jericho Sims. Echoing the same words you just said. If I'm Giannis, I'm looking like, this it? This it? Like, come on, man. What we doing? Like, I can't win with this. Now, could I be competitive in the East? Yeah, that's fine. Are we winning? Hell no. Yo, you're not better than the Knicks. You're not better than the Cavs. You're not better than the Magic. Huh. Maybe before free agency, I could have said he was up there with the Hawks. Y'all not better than with the Hawks right now as we speak. Y'all not better than the Sixers, the healthy Sixers. Y'all not even better than the Pistons. They think the Celtics are better than them.
Yeah, bro.
So it's like, what do we do? If I'm Giannis, at some point, bro, I get it. You're loyal. They done everything for you. But at some point, if you claim that you want to win a championship, if you claim that, you have to say, you know what? This isn't enough. Yes, it's just time to get up out of it. I like that. I'll say this. I like that they are being aggressive. I give them that. They are being aggressive. They are signing players. I give them that. But the signings, it's not that good. This is the same roster I had last year, and I got smacked in the first round. This is literally the same roster, and we got smacked. And the same thing's going to happen again. We're going to be smacked. And we just got Miles Turner, just a younger player. But Dame, hey, look, Dame is getting paid $27 million a year to rehab.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk more about it. Well, no, we can get into it now. I was gonna say, because like, if we think about it, Dame low key in a good position right now. He could sit at the crib, chill, rehab, be close to his family, get his mental right, and then now he gets to choose whatever team he wants to go to now. Legit, whatever team.
He can. Bro, when you think about it, since they basically had to waive to get Miles Turner, they're basically paying Miles Turner $50 million, technically.
Oh, because of Dame and his contract
yes,
amount.
So yes, they basically paying $50 million to get Miles Turner. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's just not smart. And then it's like that's $22 billion of that's like in the NFL, that's $22 million of dead cap.
Yep.
That's dead cap. So now you can't even use that because it's going to Dame. And Dame.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and then like you couldn't trade him because when nobody gonna want him because he injured goods, and then like you had to make a roster move now to at least keep Giannis happy. Because if they would have just kept Dame and say signed everybody else like they did, Giannis was gonna be in a worse predicament than what he is now. So it was like, I mean, I still wouldn't have waived him though. I would have tried to get something back for him. You got nothing back for him. Nothing.
Who's taking a $50 million Dame who tore his Achilles? Who's taking that?
Somebody.
No one's doing that, bro. No one's doing that. Hold on, let me read that. Francisco, my guy, what's up, bro? Without Giannis, I think the Bucks are a top 2 bottom team. Get out, man. Damn, that's bottom 2 is crazy. $50 million for Miles Turner, $30 million for Nas Reed. What happened to the game I love? Nas getting
CBA deals, dog. Them CBA deals.
Nas Reed getting 25 a year. Didn't we talk about Nas was supposed to get probably get 20 something, but we was like 30 million. It's like, I don't know. But 20 something, I think that's about right for him. But bro, no one's taking so basically this is what you're telling me. So we're talking, right? I'm the Bucks, you're whoever. I'm pitching to you, hey man, look, we trying to get rid of Dame. Now, mind you, Dame ain't gonna be back until later in the year, probably. So he ain't even gonna be 100% really. Then all of next year, he might not even really get back to 100% because usually it takes to the year after that to really get back to form. So so I tell you that you like, you know what? I might do it.
Man, look, I'm trying my hardest. I'm trying my hardest to move that man, bro. I can't just let him go for nothing. I can't just cut him and get nothing back from him at all. You literally just signed the man just to cut him. Like what? Yeah, I'm gonna give you about $30 million. Then I'm gonna just cut you. That's cool. Like no, Jay, I gotta get something.
How do we look at the Giannis and the Dame tenure in Milwaukee? How do we look at it? It was only 2 years.
It was low key. If we going basing off them 2 years, it was a failure. I don't think Doc used them right. And then by the time they started using the Dame and Giannis pick and roll more, it was like it's too late. I don't think they had the right coach. I don't think they were used right. I don't think they never just really like jailed. It didn't really look effortless out there. Like you would have thought that Dame and Giannis being on the same team, that pick and roll would be deadly. It would be unstoppable, but they would be unguardable. But at times they were guardable. Like ain't no way in hell that Dame and Giannis shouldn't have been going off for 25 plus every night. Both of them. Ain't no way in hell.
Did you see that report that that he asked the Bucks could he rehab in Portland and the Bucks said no? I'm trying to figure out why they said no.
I guess because it's Portland, his old team. I don't know why they said no. I would have told him, yeah, that's what he's most comfortable with. Why wouldn't you?
And it's like, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do for you here that I can't do at home? I can't do nothing. What am I doing? Just sit on the bench? Yeah. What's the point of that? Like, and they said that kind of rubbed him the wrong way, and that's like, yeah,
that would rub me the wrong way too. Yeah, hell yeah. You don't trust me or something? Like the hell?
Like, I mean, can we be honest? He never wanted to go there. Like, can we really be honest? And I get it. The Bucks, like at that time, it was the Heat. The Bucks were kind of a better team than the Heat at that point. So it's like you're going to play with Giannis, top 5 player in the league. This is one of the best teams in the East. You'd be thinking like, yeah, he should be happy, but he never wanted to go there. He always said he wanted to go to Miami to play with Jimmy Butler. But the Portland Trailblazers said, nope, no, Pat Riley was on BS. And the Portland said, no, we're not doing all that. We're not giving up all that. So they sent him to Milwaukee away from his family. And I remember he said that he wasn't like depressed, but it was just sad that, you know, being from Milwaukee and he was going through like the divorce and stuff. His kids weren't there. So he was basically alone. He was technically alone.
He was sad. He was sad as hell.
Yeah. So, and I bet if he goes to Miami, a place he wanted to go, things probably would have been better. He still probably wouldn't have been with his kids or whatever, but I think it would have been better because this is where I wanted to go. You send me somewhere where I didn't want to go. And that played a part. And like you said, it's a failure. We only got 2 years of Giannis and Dame. And in the first year, we saw Giannis miss the whole first round. And Dame played like, what, 3 games, I think, because then he hurt like his hamstring or something like that. I think he played like 5 and then missed the last game. Then this year, we basically saw Dame for 2 games and a half. Actually, 3. 2 games and a half. We saw Dame for 2 games and a half. And we just saw Giannis. That's it. We never really saw them in a full playoff series play together. We never saw it. And who knows how it would have been. Maybe they would have won. Not the championship, but maybe they would have gotten far in the playoffs. But we never saw a series with both of them. And it's a failure. And you basically gave up Drew Holiday. And he won a championship. And y'all won nothing. And it's kind of messed up. It's kind of messed up.
Hey, what teams would you see Dame going to?
Hey, I was just great minds think alike, brother. I was just looking at the teams. So it was the teams that were reported that have interest in him is the Celtics, the Warriors, and the Lakers. Then on CBS, I saw an article, forgot to do names, sorry, brother. He listed the Heat, Blazers, Nuggets, Cavs, and T-Wolves.
Heat, Blazers, Nuggets, and T-Wolves.
And Cavs.
And Cavs.
Those were the teams he listed. But from all the other reports, it's really the Lakers, Celtics, and Warriors. I honestly said the Celtics. I think the Celtics actually would be good. This is the gap year you throw away this year, but then you come back with a Tatum, Brown, and Dame, Derek White.
Because Anthony Simon's only on 1-year deal too, so.
Yes. What you think?
Well, I had a couple of teams. I had 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 5 teams. I had the Celtics. Okay. I had the Magic. I had the Heat, the T-Wolves, and then depending on what the Kings do, because you compare him, Zach, DeMar, Sabonis, Keegan Murray. I'm like, that ain't bad. But yeah, so the Celtics, Magic, Heat, T-Wolves, and Kings, depending on what they do.
You think they ain't really want to go to Sacramento?
Hell no, but it's just they got a decent team. They just got a decent team, and I was just looking at all the teams that really need a point guard, and these were the teams that mostly need a point guard.
So you said the Magic. Who's going to the bench? Jalen Suggs?
Shit, you could either. I mean, I know they're probably not going to do this, but you could probably flip Jalen Suggs, get some better pieces. You still got Anthony Black on your bench, so you're not really losing no defense for real. I mean, even though Jalen Suggs is a really good defender, and then you will have Dame, Desmond Bane, Franz, Paulo, and then Wendell. I mean, I like that. Besides Wendell.
Jalen Suggs makes that $35 a year.
And then you free up money. You free up money off the books too if you trade them and get
Dame low key. Dame is blessed. I ain't gonna cap. He's blessed because I don't think no one's gonna give him no $40 million contract, but I can see a team giving him saying like a 2-year deal worth about 35 a year. That's 15 a year. Close to 20.
I was gonna say like 6. I would probably between 60 and 80 mil. I could see them giving them 40. I could look a year because how much he getting paid right now?
You think a team give a Dame 40 a year?
Damn.
40 a year? No, bro, I can't see it. I can't see that, bro. Dame is making 22 million technically off the thing. 22 million.
Because, well, really, he waived him, so that shit don't matter. They just gonna sign him to a new contract. Because right now he getting 48, then 54, then 58.
He's not getting paid.
Probably like mid-30s. Probably about like mid-30s. They're probably giving him about mid-30s.
Yeah, but mind you, he's older, coming off of Achilles. You really want to give somebody 30-something million a year off that?
It's just gonna be off name mostly.
I don't think it's gonna be off name. I just think it's because he tore his Achilles. He's older. I think, and plus, if I give him $15 million a year, plus you getting the $22 million from the Bucks, that's about 30 something a year. I think that's cool. But basically, giving me my team, giving you $40 extra million, you technically will be making 60 a year. Hell no, I'm not doing that. Hell no. Damon's cold. But off of Achilles and you older too, I can't do it. I can't do it. What was the other? You said the T-Wolves. I like the T-Wolves. I like the T-Wolves. I like it. I think they need another.
Rudy, Julius, Jaden.
I like that. I like that a lot. I think that's a sleeper team, man. You can't sleep on them. Like that, if you add Dame with that, because they technically got the same team, that could be the needle mover to getting them to the finals. I'm not saying they can win it, but to get to the finals, to get over that step of losing back-to-back Western Conference Finals, he could be the missing piece for that team if he's decent.
They gotta go get some more bench players though, because you still only got Rob, you got Dante, Nas Reed now. But after
Terrence
that,
Shannon go play more. Terrence
Shannon. You're right, Terrence Shannon.
I mean, they technically got the same team.
Yeah, losing the kill though. They lost in the kill. That was a big loss for them.
I mean, who would you rather pick? It was basically keeping Nas and Julius.
Oh no, yeah, I'm keeping Nas and Julius.
Exactly.
The kill, you can go. You don't get me wrong, he was good, but I'm keeping Nas and Julius.
Exactly. But what about Dame on the Warriors? What about that? You don't like it?
I don't like it, bro. I mean, you got Curry and Dame, arguably, two of the greatest shooters to ever play the game. But then that lineup is what? Jimmy, Dame, Draymond, Jimmy, and then who else? Unless you start AirPods. The hell?
No, I'm not doing that.
And then depending if you get a big, I guess a big, whatever big you get.
It'll be Steph, Dame. That's like a small backcourt that don't play a lot of defense. Jimmy, Draymond, no defense. Jimmy, Draymond, and whoever.
No, I'm not.
It's good for the vibes, and you see Steph and Dame together. That'd be nice. That'd be cool. And Jimmy, and he wanted to play with Jimmy in Miami, so it's like, might as well go back. What about with the Lakers?
Him and Luka in the backcourt, I don't think that's gonna really work out. I mean, of course, Dame will make it work out because he can catch and shoot. But as far as defensively, and then I don't know, I just don't like the makeup of it. It don't seem right. Now, if LeBron was still younger, and still playing defense, maybe. But nah, you got 3 guys on your team in the starting lineup that plays no defense now.
So we rolling out the LeBron. Dame, Austin Reeves, Luka technically is the 3, even though he'll be the point guard. But for this, technically the 3, LeBron and whoever, and what DeAndre Ayton.
No, Jay, that ain't it. What defensive starter do you have in that lineup?
None. We don't. None. We don't have none. That's why I want Wiggins. But you don't want to pay him the price. I want Wiggins. I want him. Let me read this. To the Nuggets, it's a good fit, not gonna lie, as a veteran role coming from the bench. Dame to the Dame
not going on the bench, dog.
Man, at some point you gotta put your ego to the side. You want to win? You want to win? You want people to stop saying you a loser?
I ain't going to the bench though. He ain't no Melo.
Melo was still good at that time when he went to the bench.
But Melo, it was about that time Melo transitioned to the bench. I think Dame can still start.
How old was Melo? Francisco, how old was Melo when he went to Portland the first year? How old was he? Can you please tell me? Can you find that out? How old was Melo when he went to Portland that first year when he transitioned to the bench? Bruh, if you want to win, bro, think about this. Dame?
He was 35.
This is the same year as Dame. Dame is 35.
Really. He first started going to the bench with 33 with OKC. That's when he first got to the
Forget
bench.
that. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. Nah.
And then 34 when he went to Houston.
Yeah, I ain't talking about it. They scapegoated him. They scapegoated him.
Really around 34, 33, 34 is when he went to
this
the
is
bench.
the year of Dame. This is it. This is the same year as Dame.
Yeah, but the production is different though. Dame can give you starter level production. At that time, Carmelo Anthony couldn't really give you starter level production no more. Dame still averaged 25. Melo,
what did he average that year?
Melo 13.
13 points?
Yes.
How many minutes he played? How many minutes he played?
Well, no, in OKC he averaged 16. He played 32 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not. Well,
it's about that time.
No, how many minutes did he play that first year with Portland?
32 minutes, and he only averaged 15.
Look who was on his team. He had CJ. He had Dame. Who else he had on that team? Damn, who else was on? Nurkic. Whatever. But I mean, he has Jokic. He's playing with Jokic. Jokic is going to give him the ball. He's going to make it easier for him. Bro, we roll out a bench of Dame, Tim Hardaway, Bruce Brown, and Valanciunas. Look, man. They get Dame somehow. That's a championship team right there, bro.
They are already a championship team right now.
I will get into them later, but man. The Nuggets cooking something. They cooking something, bro. They cooking something. What about back to the Blazers? For just a year, for the vibes. For the vibes.
Unless you're retiring, bro, ain't no reason to go back there. Ain't no reason to go back there.
Why not? You can,
especially because he want to win. He want to win right now. If you want to win, you, of course, don't go there. If you're retiring, that's when you go back there.
But this is technically the gap year. It's like he'll technically be rehabbing. He'll get back into the fold playing with the Blazers. Then in the offseason, he'll probably sign a 1-year deal with the Blazers. Then you can sign somewhere else when you're fully back from the Achilles.
Because what's the point of that? You got Scoot there already. You got Shaedon Sharpe. You got Drew Holiday. You're trying to develop these guards. And if this is supposed to be his prove a year, it's like we got all these guards already, and we gotta play you so you can try to go get you another contract. Nah, ain't no point.
What about the Heat?
Yeah, I had them on my list too. Dane talked about he wanted to go there anyways, and then they need a point guard. They need talent in general on a team. So, Dane, Tyler Hero, Bam, Khalil Ware. That's a nice starting four.
But that was with Jimmy though. Jimmy not there no more. It's with Jimmy.
I mean, you still got a good team. Khalil Ware, Bam, Tyler, him. If they can get one more piece, they can make some noise in the East.
Where they in the East? Who they better than? With Dame. We got the Knicks.
Nah, they're not better than the Knicks.
Cavs.
They're not better than the Cavs.
Magic.
I put them in the same tier with the Magic, the Pistons, the Bucks, Hawks.
They better than the Bucks. They better than them.
I put them in that same category with them.
I'll take Magic. I'll take the Magic over them. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I think the Magic is, even with Dame, I think they better. Bruh, the Heat just lost their best asset in Duncan Robinson. They just lost him. He was one of your best bench players, and that's saying a lot. Duncan Robinson's a decent player, but it's like, come on. So it's like you just lost one of your best bench players. I mean,
for Fontecchio.
They did do that for
Fontecchio. Decent though. He decent.
I'd take Duncan over him.
Yeah, for sure. But
I'd take Duncan.
Yeah,
I'd take Duncan over him, bro. But with the Bucks in general, man, I don't know what they're doing because this don't look sexy to me, man. This don't look sexy. Like, bro, we could have just stayed with Brook Lopez for cheaper, and we was basically gonna get Miles Turner. Like, we could have did that. I mean, Miles Turner is younger and better.
Or they could have just blew it up and started over. Because you're not gonna do nothing. You're not gonna do nothing next year, and then Giannis probably gonna request a trade either next year at the end of the season. So it's like Giannis is gone anyways. So it's like you might as well just blow it up and start over right now.
Their starting five is KPJ, Gary Trent, Kuzma, Giannis, Miles Turner.
That's not it. That's not it, bro. That's a 7th seed at best.
No, for real. Well, would you take the Raptors
7th seed at best? Well, I'll take the Raptors over them. Low key. Low key. Low key. I just might. Because they got Quickly, RJ, Scotty, Brandon Ingram, and Podol. That's a better starting five than the damn Bucks.
So you think they did
only difference is they got camaraderie. The Bucks got camaraderie.
That's wrong.
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, I think they did them bogus. From a business aspect, I still don't get it because I would have tried to get something from them. But I get why they did it from a business aspect, but I think they did them bogus, yeah.
So if you was the GM, no one gives you nothing for Dame. Are you eventually doing it, or are you trying to tell Giannis, look, Giannis, we just gotta keep them in. We just gotta keep them.
Yeah, I'll just tell Giannis that, and then I'll flip both of their ass the following year. They just need to rebuild, bro. They have nothing going. They have no cap money. They have no draft capital. They have no talent. You have nothing going for you, bro. Just rebuild. Giannis did what he had to do and got y'all a championship already. Just rebuild, bro. Just rebuild, and then that way next year you could have got, depending on if you would have flipped Giannis this offseason, you could have got a first round draft pick or multiple first round draft picks and set yourself up for next year's draft, the year after that, because the next like 3 drafts it's gonna be good players coming out.
It was a trade on DraftKings. It was saying how the Hawks have the second best odds to get Giannis if he, asked for a trade. Second best.
Jalen Johnson, I get it as Jalen Johnson, a Kongu, who else y'all want? And whoever else y'all want is some picks, bro. Yeah, I got to keep Dyson Daniels and I got to keep Zachariah.
In this trade is Giannis. The Hawks get Giannis. The Bucks get Jalen Johnson, Zachary Ricochet, 2026 first round pick, unprotected, 2026 second round pick, and a 2027 second round pick.
I'll do it. If I'm the Hawks, I'm doing it. Yeah, I would like to keep Zachariah Ricochet because he's a 6'9" shooter and he plays decent defense. Yeah, I would want to keep that, but bro, if that's all you want for Giannis, there you go. Bye.
Bro, the Hawks would be out there with Trey, Nikhil,
Dyson Daniels,
Giannis, and KP. Oh, my God. That's like, on paper, that's the best team in the East on paper. Yeah, that is the best team in the East on paper, bro.
Better than the Sixers?
Yeah. I can't trust the Sixers. I can't trust them.
Yeah, I'm talking about if they all healthy and you just healthy and you match them up roster for roster. I low-key say the Sixers edge them out just a little bit.
I mean, so Giannis, healthy Joel, cancel
each other out.
Trey Young, Maxey, I say cancel
each other out.
Trey Young might be better, but cancel each other out. Yeah. Paul George, it depends. What are we getting a third? Which Paul George? Because I remember you was like Paul George could be the first option. Are we getting first option Paul George? Or are we getting really the third option Paul George?
Whatever it is, him and KP cancel each other out, regardless. Whichever one you get.
So then Nikhil versus who? Jared McCain,
Kelly Oubre.
Nikhil is better.
Kelly Oubre.
He's better than them. Dyson Daniels is probably better than them.
Kelly Oubre. Well, who else they got? McCain.
VJ now.
VJ.
Yabusele is gone. He was one of their best bench players.
Yeah, he was one of their best bench players.
They rolling out with Eric Gordon, Andre Drummond. Ugh. I ain't gonna lie.
I'll give it to the Sixers by a little bit.
Why though? Like why?
I think they got When you going as far as bench, I think they got a little bit better of a bench than the Hawks would. If they gave up that and got Giannis, I think that they have a better bench than the Hawks would.
So let me go back. Roster. Let me see. So we got Eric Gordon. Okay, I'll say this. If they can somehow resign Quentin Grimes, I'm with you. If they can get him, because Quentin Grimes, I know he was the best player after everybody was hurt, but Quentin Grimes last year was amazing. He was amazing last year. So
Georgie Gang told his ass if Joel was here, your ass would be in the corner.
Is he lying?
He not. Nah, he not. He not lying. He not lying.
Because I ain't gonna cap. Quentin Grimes, when he was on the Knicks and the Pistons, he was never hooping like this, bro. He looked like a totally different player, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Quentin Grimes was out here hooping, bro.
Well, he dropped like 2-3 50 balls, didn't he?
Bro, he was amazing. Quentin Grimes was like, I ain't gonna cap. In some spins, he was damn near like top 20, 30 player in NBA. Low key.
The last 10 games of the season.
Bro, look, I'm looking now. Gee, so from what is this? March, he was giving you 44, 14, 36, 25, 35, 29, 28, 46, 28, 25, 26, 22, 15. Then he gave you 26, 24, 28, 29, 17, then 8 in the last game of the regular season. He was hooping. He was hooping. He had some monster double games in here too. Like some monster doubles. Like Quentin Grimes was hooping. They could get him back. I'm with it, bro. I'm with it. But
then they got a lot of decent people. Like Justin Edwards, he played good, because he got time to get Tick out there. So he played decent. He should be better this year. They got a lot of decent players over there.
They got Janai Broom. They saying he got no vertical. That's crazy.
Shit, it don't matter if you can go out there and get what you need to get done. So shit, it don't matter. Draymond Green 6'6", but he out there guarding 7-footers, locking their ass up. So
you think Draymond Green jump higher than him though?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, even at his old age now, yes.
But overall though, Dame, I did think they kind of did him dirty, but at the end of the day, I think you gotta do what you gotta do. If it took to get Miles Turner that we have to waive you, so far be it. But I think they only doing this just to show Giannis, hey Giannis, we're being aggressive, brother. I want you to stay. And Giannis is like, I see you, but it's like, did you really have
to? It's not enough. It's not enough.
It's not. And if Giannis just wants to hoop, be in Milwaukee, I'm cool with that. I have no problem. But saying you want to win, it's not the place, brother. So if, at some point, you might have to ask for a trade. You're just making it longer than it got to be.